Welcome back to Real Steel Cars. If you're new here, I'm Kevin. Today we're going to talk about the new Jaguar F-type for 2021. It's got a bit of a facelift, a little bit of a revision, and some more horsepower. So we're going to cover that right now, starting with the exterior styling. Then I'll move into some performance and then into the interior of the car. So you have a bit of an idea how the video is going to flow. So let's get started with the exterior. Now, the exterior has all new bumpers, all new front end, and the first thing that jumps out is going to be the headlights. They're no longer vertical. They're a very slim, horizontal style, new LEDs. And to me, it gives the car a much wider, lower look. I'm not so sure the car is lower or wider, but it definitely gives that car that appearance. Seems to have a little bit larger center grille, and the air dams on the sides are definitely both pushed back and opened up more to get a little bit of extra air in there. Moving around to the back, I love the rear diffuser. It looks really cool and sleek, and it has effective aero. It's not just there for design. It houses the quad tip dual exhaust. Also, just above that, the LED taillights are slightly slimmer. Not a whole lot of drastic change here. But overall, the rear pretty much looks the same minus the diffuser, which isn't a bad thing to me anyway, because I liked the design of the F-type before. So if they're just going to do smaller things like slim out the taillights, I think that's just enough to make the difference. Now, if you opt for the Type R dynamic model, you will also get some small aero bits around the front and sides of the car. Nothing extravagant or even really worth talking about. But what is worth talking about is going to be your engine options. Now, your base model F-type is going to get the 2-liter turbo engine producing 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 62 miles per hour does take 5.4 seconds. That should sound about familiar because it is pretty much a carryover engine from the previous model. Now, that base 2.0 will top out at 155 miles an hour. But the more fun option is if you go with the F-type R. This is where you'll get the supercharged 5-liter engine producing 575 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. Now, that's up 25 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque from the outgoing model, and will do 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. The F-type R also tops out at 186 miles per hour. Now, both the base model and the R-type share an 8-speed automatic transmission. The major differences between the two is going to be the calibration and the shift points, but overall you will get the same 8-speed transmission in both models. Now, the F-type R will also get recalibrated steering, more aggressive springs and anti-roll bars, and come with active valves in the dampers. Now, there's also been rumors that the F-type R was no longer going to carry over the V6 supercharged engine that they had in the previous model. Contrary to popular belief, that is not true. They are still offering the V6 supercharged model, and that is going to produce 380 horsepower, 339 pound-feet of torque, and will only come with all-wheel drive. So you have two engine options now for the Type R, the supercharged V6 and the supercharged 5-liter, which is now producing 575 horsepower. Now, moving on to the inside of the car. From a design standpoint, the interior is very elegant. It's very sleek, which is kind of in Jaguar's go-to. It's elegant, but yet sporty all at the same time. The Infotainment Center, you'll notice right away, is larger than the outgoing model. This one is a 12.3-inch touchscreen. It comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the software over-the-air support is all standard. You do get an all-new digital gauge cluster as well. It's kind of the way everybody's going these days. I'm not shocked to really see a digital gauge cluster. It's kind of become standard. It's a very nice looking gauge cluster though. I love the way the round tach and speedometer is right in the center above the steering wheel. And overall, it's a very nice clean design. It doesn't look too busy. It looks very functional. And again, I will keep saying it looks very stylish. Now, it's also hard to tell by a picture if they're going to be comfortable, but the seats in the R-type look amazing. They have a very race-inspired look to them. They have very good bolstering. At least that's the look it gives in the pictures. They have a thin profile, but they look like they'd be a very nice, comfortable seat. The new look really takes it to the next level. I love the design style and everything of the previous outgoing model, but with the horizontal LED headlights, it really takes it up a notch and gives it that wider, sleeker look I think it needed. The rear, again, I don't feel like it needed a whole lot of change, which I'm glad they didn't give it a lot of change other than just maybe some slimmer taillights. So all in all, I think it's a really well put together package. But here's going to be the one concern I have. If you are an F-type owner, please ring in on this. I need to hear comments from someone who actually has hands-on experience. Jaguar doesn't exactly have the best reputation for reliability. So as amazing as the car sounds, there's been a lot of reports of issues down the road with these things. So if you have one, please comment down below. Let me know if you've had any issues with this car. If there's anything that's substantial that someone should look out for, please let us all know, because it would definitely help in the buying process. But hopefully with this revised, Jaguars went back and fixed any and all of these reliability issues, because personally I love the looks of this car. I love the performance of it. I love everything about it. The elegance, the sporty style. It's just a really good package for an everyday street car. And I say everyday, but I know most people are driving F-types every day. But it would be a really cool car, and like I said, they need to iron out that reliability issue a little bit. But if they do, I think they hit a home run with this one. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Drop your comments down below on what you think of the new F-type. Or if you own one, again, please let me know what you think of it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll catch you next time.